What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Crypto Grind channel. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at something that people are saying could flip Ethereum in the long run. If that's something that interests you, make sure to watch this video all the way to the end so you can get my take and you can see if this is something that interests you. Before we jump in, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video, hit that bell notification so you know when another video like this goes live. So, what are we talking about? Well, that's Loop Network, a super scalable blockchain and a powerful DeFi platform. Now, why can this challenge Ethereum? It's pretty simple. It's very scalable, it's a lot faster than Ethereum, and any Ethereum-based dApp can be deployed on this network without much tweaking. So in terms of work that developers need to do, it's not much. They really just need to tweak their current dApps that are sitting on the ETH network and deploy them straight onto Loop Network, and they'll be working. The only difference is you won't be charged gas fees in Ethereum, you'll be charged them in Loop. Starting off with the website for Loop Network, we can see some of the businesses, companies, partners that they are working with or have worked with as well. So you've got the auditors over here. They have been independently audited. The audits have come out pretty positive. There are a few issues that I do have with the audits that we will take a look at towards the end of this video. So just make sure to keep watching because then you'll see my take on that and what could possibly be done to fix those findings that were picked up during those audits. This is what I was talking about here, where you can deploy your Ethereum apps on there without much trouble. So it's pretty much a no-brainer for any developer out there who does already have something deployed on an Ethereum network and wants to expand their market reach. It can just come right here with minimal rewrites and no need to reconfigure your smart contracts as well. They'll work straight away on the Loop network. So like I said, a no-brainer. They do talk here about scaling. Scaling is not enough. You also need to make sure that you maintain your decentralization and security. This is a blockchain trilemma. We have spoken about that in previous videos as well. If you're not too sure about what they're talking about here, make sure to check out my LF0 video. I do speak about the blockchain trilemma there. You'll be able to get a bit more of an understanding on that. I will drop a link in the description so you guys will be able to find that video pretty easily. And then you'll see what they're saying when they're talking about this blockchain trilemma and how they are going about trying to fix it. Now, taking a look at their roadmap, pretty new project, so they only have been going for the first few quarters of 2022. We don't have Q4 here because it's not things that they have completed. They are working on a lot. You'll see that on their socials. Stay tuned because we will be going through their socials as well. So in Q1, public testnet, that has come and gone. Obviously, that's fine. Mainnet is live at the moment, so you can transact on the mainnet. Developers can deploy the apps on the mainnet, so that's what happened and took place in this roadmap here. They had a few listings on centralized exchanges. In Q2, they had the beta of the mainnet that was pretty successful as well. They've got the bridge infrastructure developed because, interestingly enough, they can bridge to Cosmos and the Binance Smart Chain. So you now also have bridges to other networks, which again is just expanding their reach and making this project even more positive and something that really does give comfort for anybody investing in this. Q3, a few more centralized exchange listings. They've opened partnerships for the ecosystem, and they're starting to develop a sidechain. This is what we're talking about here, about bridging assets, where Loop Network is EVM compatible, which means you can bridge Loop assets to other EVM compatible chains like the Binance Smart Chain as well. A few more things about what the Loop Network is about. They are proof of stake and proof of authority. So basically, it's a combination of the two. Basically, blocks are produced by a limited set of validators that are elected in and out based on staking-based governance, and validators take turns to produce blocks in a proof of authority manner. So the fact that they are taking turns means that the network is secure because you're not relying on a few sets of validators to make sure that things work. If they are rotating, and one validator happens to go down, the other validators do still have that information, so it will not bring the chain down completely. Again, something that just gets a little tick from me and makes me pretty excited for this project. And lastly, I just wanted to highlight here, developers can make hybrid dApps on both Loop Chain and the Binance Smart Chain. Yes, they can, and really, really something awesome that I would like to see. Now, there is already utility for this coin, and that comes in the form of loopswap.app. Be very, very careful if you are going to be using this. It is like PancakeSwap, but there is already a scam site out there called loopswap.net. Don't connect to the site, don't connect your wallet to the site, because you will be losing everything in your wallet. I will put this link in the description as well if you would like to interact on this network, on this app, just to make sure that you're going to the right one and making sure that you guys are not going to be losing your money. It works very similarly to how PancakeSwap or any of those like SushiSwap also work, where you can have farms, there's pools, and you can also trade your coins, which really cool. Bringing utility to the chain very early, even though there aren't many dApps deployed on this yet. Jumping on to the tokenomics for this coin, only valued at 2 cents currently. Time of recording, 24th of November 2022, only valued at 2 cents. I mean, that's so cheap considering that there's a max supply of 200 million coins. That's all there will ever be in existence. Comparing that to something like Ethereum, which currently has about 180 million coins on their network, when you're looking at the price of Ethereum, around about $1,100, maybe $1,200 at the time of recording, it just shows you where the potential for this coin is. We can see 4 figures. Maybe in the future, the next bull run, Loop could be going there. So that's a 1000x. I mean, I'm not saying it's going to happen. A lot needs to go right before that does happen, but the potential is there. Getting in at 2 cents and watching this coin go all the way to $1,000, you've done very well for yourself. And even then, if it hits that mark of $1,000, we're only looking at a $4 billion market cap. So that's still so low. But that's in the long run. Right now, we're looking at a $4 million market cap. So low, really is a micro cap. But that doesn't mean that it's a bad thing. We have really decent volume as well, even when the network is as new as it is. Right now, you might be saying to yourself, where can I get these coins? Well, markets, there aren't too many major listings at the moment. The biggest ones are PancakeSwap and MEXC. That's not to say that these others aren't worthwhile. They're just not as big. We are still waiting for the bigger ones like your Binance, like your KuCoins and so on, where you'll probably see much higher volume. Those, I'm pretty sure, are coming, if not in 2022, very early on in 2023. Now, at this point, you might be saying, I'm leaving this video and I'm going to go and get myself some Loop Network coins. Before you do that, hold back. There's 2 things that I just wanted to chat about. First of all, I couldn't find too much about the team involved in this. When I look at any project, there are 3 things that I look at: utility, tokenomics, and the team. We've got 2 ticks. We've got the tokenomics and the utility that is definitely there. This coin can be used for something. But I always want to make sure that there is a team involved that know what it takes to run a successful cryptocurrency project. Without that, it does give me a bit of a concern that things could go wrong. Now, it's very easy to solve with that. The team just needs to host an AMA, come out, introduce themselves to the community, and that for me will solve it. Now, I might not have been looking in the right places. If you are watching this and you do know where I can find out more information about the team, drop some comments down below, and I will definitely be doing a follow-up video on this to let everybody know what the team is about and who's involved. The second one that does concern me a little bit is their audit. If we take a look at this audit here, there were 3 major findings. Not necessarily the worst thing in the world, there weren't any critical, which is fantastic, but the major findings that were picked up were 2 around centralization and 1 about token distribution. So basically, they found that there was a risk that this network could be too centralized. I do feel like it's because there's not many validators at this point in time, so I'm sure this risk will go away. But for now, they're saying if anybody compromises the network, it could be tickets and it could bring the whole network down and everybody would lose their money. The next risk here that I want to highlight is the initial token distribution. We don't know how the tokens were distributed when they were minted right in the beginning. How much the team has taken for themselves, how much has been set aside for staking rewards and so on. So we don't really know how this is going to work. Again, that could be a big risk because if the team hold a lot of these coins or certain people hold a lot of these coins, they can manipulate the price and they can rug this project at any point in time. Again, I'm not saying that that will happen, so don't shout at me, don't write the comments down below. I'm just saying that it is a possibility and it's a risk that you need to consider if you are planning on getting into this coin and making sure you do your own research. This, again, is something that can be easily cleared up. The team just needs to let everybody know, this is what we've done with the coins, this is the split, this is what's going to happen. And that once they solve those things, I would be happy to go into this coin. I do think that it's a risk, probably on the lower side, because the project seems to be in a good space at the moment. But it is something that I have to caution everybody on. It's my job to give everybody the full facts. Last thing that I want to do here is take a look at their social media. A really, really strong community. Even since January 2022, they are growing pretty fast. Every day, maybe 200-300 followers. So this project is being spoken about a lot. They're very active on their socials. So that does give me some sort of confidence that they are moving and they want to grow this project. And it is something that is just going to keep going, and who knows where the limit will be. Right now, they are talking about a lot about Maxi, one of their biggest listing partners, but they do bring things about their activity, the tokenomics, and so on. So all in all, my feeling on this project is it's a strong positive. I do think that there are some of the issues that can be resolved pretty quickly if we have a look at their audit, and all of a sudden this jumps from 0 resolved to 3, and they resolve those major findings that were picked up. I would be very happy to invest. I am super bullish on this project. This is one of the projects that I'm probably more excited about in the long run, and I can easily see this doing a 50, 100x, and like I said, in the future, maybe even 1000x. But we'll have to wait and see how this works. This won't be the last time that I speak about this coin. I will keep everybody updated here and on my Twitter, so make sure that you follow me on Twitter, you subscribe to the channel if this is something that you found informative. Like the video, comment down below where you think Loop Network can go in the future. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.